Hey there, I'm Carrie Perry with Building Better Agents, and today we're going to be learning about a tool to help you get started in video marketing or take your videos to a whole new level. Let's jump in. Did you know that real estate listings with video get over 400% more inquiries than those without? Not only that, but videos can help you get more listings, stand out from the competition, and get discovered by new clients. Video is a secret weapon that can take your real estate business to the next level. Now I know what you're thinking. Video marketing sounds cool, but who has the time to learn yet another program? So what if I told you you can make video marketing videos in less than 15 minutes? And then what if it only took another 5 minutes to post to your social media? Suddenly, in less than 20 minutes a day, you're looking like a real estate agent video marketing genius. That leaves you time for managing transactions, nurturing leads, and maybe even a little bit of time for yourself. The secret is one of our favorite drag and drop online video makers called Animoto. It allows you to create professional videos in just minutes. And you want to know the best part? No experience required. Now I'm going to walk you through making your first video marketing video in Animoto today. So let's get started. All right, now once you've logged in to Animoto, you're gonna come on this screen that you see here. That is your My Videos page. So this is where all of the videos that you create will be within your account. Now, if you're just getting started with Animoto, you're not gonna have any videos here yet, but we're gonna go ahead and create your first one. So to do so, you're gonna go to the upper right-hand corner and press the Create button. Once you do that, you're going to see two options for videos types that pop up. Animoto Memories for personal video slideshows, and Animoto Marketing, which is what we'll be working in today. So go ahead and click Create under Animoto Marketing. Once you do that, you're going to come to a page that has all of Animoto's templates just for you. The first page that pops up is what's recommended for you, and then you can scroll through all the recommended templates. Now it starts to get an idea of what type of videos you create, and it's going to recommend templates that kind of fit within your profile. To see all the templates available, go over to the left-hand column and click All Templates. This is going to show you every template that Animoto has in its arsenal, and then it's going to put them in alphabetical order, so it makes it really easy to find what you're looking for. In order to see a preview of what each template would look like if you used it, all you have to do is hover over the template and you'll see a little preview about how that particular video template operates. So that's pretty cool. Now, when you scroll down, we're going to be looking for real estate listing, because that's what we're going to be doing today. But ultimately, you would end up picking whichever template best matches your goal for your video. So we're gonna go ahead and scroll all the way down to the R's, since this is in alphabetical order. Alrighty, and then we're gonna come upon real estate listing. So I'm gonna go ahead and double click that, and then a page is going to open up that gives you more information and more features about that particular video template, as well as go through the entire full length preview of what that template looks like. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click Choose Template. Now, when you choose a template, it starts creating that template for you. The amazing thing is that it's pulling in sample images and sample text and sample colors and fonts and style all for you. So all you have to do is start customizing each individual element to make that video yours. You can customize it as little or as a lot as you want to in order for it to have that special look, tone, and feel that you're going for your videos. Now, before we do anything else, I want you to take a look at what's in front of you. You're going to see your storyboard, which is on your right-hand side. Your storyboard is filled with what are called blocks. These blocks are different elements of your video. They go from one thing to the next that make up the entirety of the video. And these are all in what's called your storyboard. Right next to the word storyboard, you see some numbers. That's the current length of the video. The more blocks you add or the more time that you give to each block will increase or decrease that number, which is the overall length. To the left is going to be the toolbar that we'll be using in that left-hand column that we'll be using as we're customizing the video. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to title our video. So go up in the top area where you see untitled video, click there, you'll see video title pop up, and we're going to give this a name. I'm going to name our real estate listing video 123 Main Street, and this is going to be a just listed video. But you could also do just sold, under contract, whatever you're up to. Click save. All right, now that we've done that, we need to go ahead and pull in our own media content, so our own images and videos, so that we can replace the ones that are here. To do that, we're going to head on over to the left-hand side. Media files are already open for you, so all you have to do is click upload. Locate the media files that you want to pull in. I have to do that myself. Alrighty. And then pull in all the photos and videos that you have for your listing. Now, another thing that you want to make sure that you upload is an image file of your logo. Now, if you don't have a logo, that's quite all right. You can use your broker's logo, your team's logo. Remember, more than likely in your state, you're going to need to include your broker's logo with anything that you have that's marketing a house or a listing. So make sure that you're at least putting your broker logo and your logo on this video somewhere just to be compliant. Now that we have all our images uploaded, at this time I won't be uploading a video, but if you did have video clips for your listing, you can upload them here as well. You'll see that all of the images that we uploaded are sitting under the media project column. In order for us to save an image that we use regularly, such as the logo file, if you hover over one of the images, you'll see a heart that's in the upper left-hand corner of that image. Click that heart, head on over to favorites, and you'll see that image hanging out in your favorites for you. That way, it makes it really easy for you to quickly be able to pull photos or images that you use frequently. Now, in order to get these onto the storyboard, all we have to do is drag the image and drop it onto the block that we want to put it in. Now, if you look back at the storyboard in all the different blocks, you'll see that the images are slightly grayed out. That is to let you know that those are the template images and not yours. So we're going to go ahead and drag the first image into the first block. So I'm going to locate my exterior house photo and drag that on over to that first block. And boom, just like that, you see my image replace the template image that was currently there. Now, in order for us to further edit that video, if you hover over any of the blocks, you're going to see that it gives you some options. Now, these are quick access options in order to edit, but I want to pull up the full editing screen for this particular block. To do that, you simply click on the block or click the word edit. When that pops up, you have a whole new screen that allows you just to edit that one specific block, and that's what we're going to do. On the right-hand side, you see all of the customization and editing options that you have for that specific block. What it defaults to is your background. Now, your background is currently the image that we placed there. But you see here that we're able to upload a new media file, adjust the scale, which zooms in or zooms out, rotate the image or crop the image so that it sits on one side of the screen so that we can use the other side for text. We're going to go ahead and leave it at full screen. For right now, we're not going to adjust the color. We'll do that when we get to the design of the entire storyboard. What we're going to update now is going to be the text. I want to change the text that we see here to be the address of my listing. So in order to do that, click the T that's next to the picture image that's on the right hand side. We're gonna go ahead and copy that, 123, and type in the address of my listing, or your listing. Alrighty. And then for a subtitle, if you would like to add one, I'm gonna go ahead and pop in just listed. Now, the legibility is already on, and what that means, if you toggle that on and off, is that it's adding a background to your text so that it can be seen. Some images, such as this one, make it really hard to see text. So in order for it to really pop, you can go ahead and toggle that on and off. For each of the blocks, you're also able to adjust the size and the color of the font. We're going to do that again when we get to the design of the entire storyboard, so we won't be adjusting it here. But remember, if you ever want to adjust those things on one block, you can do so here. The other options that you have for customization is if you click on the little microphone, you can hold to record. So let's say that you wanted to record an introduction to this particular listing. You can do so simply by holding the record button and recording straight into your computer or laptop. The 4S that you see is actually the timing. That's 4 seconds. That means in the overall length of your video, when the video starts, it's going to be on this first block for 4 seconds. You can adjust how long or how short the block stays up on the video for the viewer. This enables you to really control the full length time of your video, but then also how long it stays on one particular block. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that at 4 seconds, which is a pretty good opening time. Now, in order to get out of this so that we can move on, we're gonna click the X to close. You don't have to save at this point, it saves automatically for you. But if you feel more comfortable after you click the close, you can click save. Now, this is a great thing to show you what's happening. This is one of the little twerks or kinks that Animoto has sometimes when working in the storyboard. One of the blocks gets hidden behind another block. In order to fix that, simply refresh your page after you've clicked save. Go ahead and refresh the page. You know, with technology, things like that happen. So it's good to see it in real time so that you know how to adjust. That way you don't freak out. Now you see that that first block is back in its place and it's no longer hidden behind the other block. So if you're ever worried about wondering where a block went, go ahead and click the save button that's next to the preview button in the upper right hand corner and then refresh your page and you should see everything sort back out. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and pull in all the other image content to the storyboard so that we can start to populate this with our content. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in for what this template already calls for. So the next image, it looks like a kitchen. I'll pull my kitchen in. I will pull the bedroom in, the bathroom. Just did the bathroom, and then some design elements for this collage. Now, the block that I just did is called a collage, which means it has more than one image. And there are different collages that give you a different assortment of different images you can use. The one that came already with this template is 2. That is something that you can change, but in order to just quickly update this video, I'm gonna stick with the collage that has 2. In order to drag and drop those images, you're gonna do exactly what I did, which is just drag their image over each individual image that you see there, and then you have 2 images in that collage block. Next, we're gonna update the text. So let's go ahead on all of the blocks. So let's go ahead and start with the second block since we haven't updated that one yet. We're going to press, I just clicked it so that it opens up to our editing and customization screen. Then we're going to go to the text and then we're going to start to edit the text that we see there. So I'm going to do this very quickly. And you will update this with all of your information for your listing. Now, I quickly got out of that by accident, so I'm gonna double click and have it pop back up for me. You do not have to close to go to the next block. So in order to go to the next block and still stay within the editing screen, you're going to click the next arrow. And then you have the next block that's in your storyboard pop on up for you so that you can go ahead and change that. Now, another way of getting to the text without having to click the T on your right-hand side is simply to click the text box inside of your image. So we're going to do that now, and it go ahead and pulls up the T for us. So just another quick way of getting there. Gorgeous Chef Kitchen. We're just going to move right along. And you see here, I'm quickly going through each of them and adding my own touch to each photo. And you can quickly see how this becomes less like the template and more like your custom video. Alrighty, look at that. We've now updated every block that was on this storyboard. So it's looking more and more and more like our custom video and getting ready for us to post it online or on social on our website. Now, there's still more that we need to do to make it ours, and that's what we're about to do. The next step that I want to do is to actually walk you through how to add a block. Now, this came with the blocks that you see in front of you, but you can always add as many as you like or remove any that are here. The block that we're going to add now is going to be one for the logo. So head on over to the upper right-hand corner and see next to the trash can, you see add a block. Click that, and then what you're going to see is you're going to see your options for the different blocks that you have. The ones that we've been working in so far have been the photo block, the collage block, and the text block. What we're about to add is going to be the logo block, but you can see that you can add more of any of the blocks that currently exist or add some different ones. So I'm going to go ahead and click the logo block, and it's going to add it to the end of my storyboard. I'm going to double click there, head on over to my media files, and drag the logo onto the block. Now, you will see that it's hard to see my logo with that background. So what we're about to jump into now is how to change the actual design of your site, of your template, so that it can look just like your brand. Of course, remember, you can always do it per block, but we're going to do it for the entire storyboard at this point so that you can see how that works. Now head on over to the left-hand vertical toolbar, and under media, which is where we've been this entire time, you're going to see design. Click on design, and you're going to have several options of how to update the entire video, the entire storyboard at the same time. The first thing that it allows you to do is to add a watermark. That's when you see a little transparent or grayed out logo in the corner of a video that really like stamps that video as being yours or being whoever's you're consuming. That's what that's allowing you to do. So I'm going to go ahead and upload one so that you can see. Upload this. I have a submark, which is a smaller version of my logo. I heavily recommend PNG, which are the transparent files, which means it doesn't have a background, and for it to be white because it's going to gray it out anyways for you. It also allows you to say where you would like that logo to be located on the screen of your video, and then how large. So I want it to be in the bottom right-hand corner, and I want it to be small, and I want it to be transparent. So boom, if you look into your storyboard, you will see that there's a little logo that's been added to the corner of all the different blocks. That way it's going to look even more professional once you're finished. Now, for the video background, That's the color, this bluish color that you're seeing throughout the storyboard. I want to change that because that's not our brand color. Now, in order to change that to the brand color, you would go ahead and either select an image color that you see here, or you can create a custom color. Now, when you want to create a custom color, that's going to be what your overall brand color is, and you can type in that hex code right here. To keep things very simplistic, what we'll go ahead and do is choose a color that currently exists in the ones that we have available. Now, the one that I'm going to pick is going to be this orangey color. And excellent, we'll proceed with that. Now, when you see this title text, and that's when I was telling you we can increase the size of the title and the subtitle as we go into the design, and we'll do it over the course of the entire one. You can see here as I drag this, all the text that's considered title is getting larger right in front of my eyes, and the same for subtitle. You can also change the font. I'm gonna go ahead and change it to Montserrat, and then you'll see the font change before your eyes as well. So you can see how you can quickly start to make this look even less like the template that you started with and more like the video that's yours. Next up, if you head back over to that vertical toolbar, you're going to see the style option. Now the style option, once you click that, you're going to see that the one we're currently working in says, "Hi, I'm Standout." Standout is the name of this particular style in this particular template. In order to change that, click the button Change, and you're going to see all the styles that Animoto has created for you. So these are different ways that text and images are shown and different ways that animation pops up onto the video. If you wanted to see how any of these look, you can simply hover over them and they will give you kind of an idea of what that style looks like. I'm going to select one of my favorite ones to use, which is High Rise, and that's in the bottom corner. Select, and when I do that, everything changes right in front of my eyes on the storyboard. It's now changed the animation. If I hover over any of these blocks, we're going to see the new animation. Let's go ahead and get out of that. It has hidden itself again. So let's save. Let's do, there we go. I'll hover over the block and it should give me the animation, even though it's not doing that for me right now. Now, what we want to do is we want to look at our storyboard and see if there's anything that's jumping out at us in order for us to change it. I'll head back over to Style because that's where we just were. I want to change the background color of these last two blocks because I do not like the way that it's currently showing. Now, in order for me to do that, I simply just go to the background block, head on over to background, click, I want to make this white. I actually want to change this text color as well. So I click on the text, the title text I want to be black. I'll head on over to the next block by clicking the next button. And then this background, I want to be white as well so that you can see the logo. And I also want to make the logo just a little bit larger. So we're going to use that scale slider. And now the logo is much larger on that block. Let's go ahead and close. Look at this. I mean, this is already so different than what we started with, and we're not even done yet. Now, remember when I said that we can customize these as much as we possibly want? Now, the great thing is that even though we're working in a horizontal or a landscape size video right now, we can quickly change the ratio to a square video in order to use it on Instagram page or your Facebook timeline if you would prefer a square over a landscape. Now in the vertical toolbar, you'll see the ratio option. The ratio option quickly allows you to change the aspect ratio from landscape to square. So let's go ahead and click it. When you click that, It does all of the editing for you in order for that video to be square. Now, if some of the different blocks was changed in a way that you did not like, you can go into that individual block and make the changes right then and there so that it looks more like what you want for square. I'm going to head back over to landscape, but I want to show you how easy and how quick it is to go from landscape to square with any of the templates that you're working with. Next in the vertical toolbar is filters. Filters add just that. It adds a filter or a different color to your images and video. So if you click apply on any of these that you see, you'll see the color start to change on your storyboard for all of your images and video. I typically leave it at none. I did not put any filters on it, but if that's something that you're going for, you have that option for you. Last but not least, music. We have to have music, something that's going to be engaging when a user watches this, or a potential client or prospect watches this video. We want there to be something that kind of pulls them in and engages them. So we're gonna add video. For each of the templates, Animoto already adds music to your video. But we're gonna go ahead and change that up, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So go to your left-hand side after you've clicked music and click change. Here you're gonna see top songs for this particular style, a template that you picked out, popular for business, and your favorites. Now let's go ahead and click on popular for business and see what options we have here. You can go hover over any of these that you see. You can also browse the full library, but let's see what some of these sound like. Okay, we don't want that one. That's not bad. That's kind of engaging. Sounds like business. All right, so let's go ahead and select that one. Once you've done that, you can actually trim the song if you want it to start and stop in a different place throughout the course of your entire video. I usually let it just start from the very beginning, and I adjust the volume for how high I want it. Now, if you have any voiceover that you've added to any of your blocks, you'll have to keep that in mind with the overall volume of music that you add. But since we're not adding any voiceover to this, I'll leave the volume about where it was, but still drop it so it's not too high. And then we'll keep it looped. Looped is really just for if your video was very long and it goes all the way through the entire song, you can have it start back over. Alrighty, now that we've added in our own media, we have updated the design and the style, we've selected our ratio, our filters, and added music, we can now preview what our video looks like. So head over to the upper right-hand corner, click preview. It will start to generate a lower resolution video for you to preview. This will not be the final resolution that your video will look like. And it's just gonna play right for you, and you can look at what your video looks like, and look at that. I mean, just in this time period, we have created a amazing looking listing video for our listing. Has our information, our contact, our logo, and it really highlights in a very professional and engaging and exciting way the new listing that has just hit the market. Now, if you see anything that you want to change there, you can go ahead and hit the continue editing. But if you're like, you know what, that's perfect, I'm all set to go and I need to get this rocking and rolling so I can move on to doing other things like managing my transactions, then you can click produce. Once you click produce, it's going to give you a page where you're just adding some additional information, such as the title, the date, producer name, and then the description. I'm gonna go ahead and add the title to the description. And then you're going to click finish. If you wanna go back at this point, you can click the continue editing. We're gonna click finish to move on. This next page is starting to download your videos. So it's creating, well, not download, but it's creating the download files for your video for the different quality settings. So you're gonna see 1080p, 720p, and 480p. Now this will determine whether, what you see will determine whether or not you're on a particular plan when it comes to your resolutions available. So you'll wanna make sure that you look into that if you know that you'll require a 1080p. 1080p is if you want this to pop up on like a TV screen, for an example. But for social media pages, 720p will be perfect enough. Now, once they're done finalizing, you can click on the download tab and it's going to show you the MP4 files for all the different resolutions. You can click over to the right hand side and click on MP4 and it's going to download that MP4 file to your laptop. So you'll have this, you can put it anywhere that you want it to go, including your website or even potentially embed it into an email newsletter. If we head back over to share, you see here it allows you to share directly to your Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, as well as other share options that you have in the little gray buttons down here for social channels. So if you go ahead and set up and link your social pages with your Animoto account, you can share right now that quickly to any of these. It's that simple. You can also copy and paste the link to this Animoto video and you can hide the branding if you like as well, or embed it to your website with this code that you see. It is that simple. I mean, it's that simple how we can get to the video. And I hope that this particular tutorial has shown you just how easily you can add marketing videos into your repertoire of what you can offer to your buyer and seller clients. Marketing videos does not have to be a huge undertaking, does not have to be expensive, it does not have to be time consuming. It can be as easy as you going in and dragging and dropping some images and video of a listing that you have, or shooting a quick little introduction video of who you are in order to start putting video marketing into your marketing strategy today. All right, I hope you enjoyed this how-to video on video marketing, and I hope to see some amazing videos that you've created with Animoto. Let us know if you have any questions whatsoever and get started creating some of those videos. Good luck.